Fuck. What's up, man? Let me take you for a little spin, man. Show you what it feel like.
I gotta go make these drop-offs.
Man, you think you're the only one out here working, B? Gotta make drop-offs too, B. Come on, man, get in, man. I ain't taking no for an answer, man.
Get in, I ain't taking no for an answer. On this episode of No Cap Podcast, Bad News Bears, why the Chicago Bears suck. Thank you for listening.
She say she worth everything, yeah. I even went and bought a wedding ring, yeah. She's accustomed to the finer things. I know what type of wine she drinks. She even like designer James. And all I wanted was you, to show you that I'm meant for you, meant for you, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, that's my baby. I swear that it's my other half. We've been together 10 years. You can do the math. And through the bullshits and trials and tribulations, on bad terms we still carry relations. That's my baby, yeah. And I know the haters envious. Why? Because you're bougie and you keep it up. Yeah. And she into all that freaky stuff. I tell her bend it over, then she shake it, then she spread it up. Yeah. She know I'm hungry, so I eat it up. Yeah. And then she feed me till I had enough. Damn. That's my girl. And I'm gonna tell it to the whole wide world. Yeah. Know how you rockin', so I'm rockin' harder. Yeah. I keep a Glockin' and she like revolvers. Yeah. I got a problem, fuck around and call her. See, that's my baby.
That's my baby, that's my baby, yeah.
She say she worth everything.
That Salo Block Hood will show you. Certified hit. Make sure you go check that out on YouTube. Salo Block Hood show you. You can find that on everything. SaloHommieMoe presents. Salo Block Hood show you. Certified hit. But welcome to the No Cap Podcast. I'm your host, SaloHommieMoe. Thank you for listening. Now that I got you here, do me a favor. Wherever you might be listening to this podcast, we're available on all major platforms. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, like Real Live, tell Alexa, play the No Cap Podcast, play the latest episode of No Cap Podcast, and she gonna get it to you. But like I said, while I got you here, do me a favor. Wherever you might be listening to this podcast at, if it's Apple Podcasts, if it's Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Stitcher, wherever you listen to this podcast is, all I ask from you, I don't want no money. I don't want no donations. I'm not finna drop my what they be dropping. I'm not finna drop my Cash App. All I want you to do is subscribe wherever you might be listening to this podcast. All that does for me is let me know that even though, you know what I'm saying, cause I know people be busy, they got their own shit going on, lives and shit, you know what I'm saying, it's COVID-19 out here for real. So that just means, you know what I'm saying, when you got the time, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta listen to it when it first drop, you ain't gotta listen to it live, well it ain't live, but you ain't gotta catch it when it first drop. That just ensures that, you know what I'm saying, when you got the time, when you at work, you know what I'm saying, when you cleaning up, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, just give me a listen. That's all I ask. So, with that being said, we're gonna get right to it. Well, we ain't gonna get right to it. I got a couple more announcements for y'all. We got some big things coming up for the No Cap Podcast. I've been working, doing a lot of networking, so, you know, things is on, it's up there, and it's stuck there, so we finna, you know what I'm saying, No Cap Podcast definitely finna make its imprint in the podcast game. So, coming up, interviews coming up, I got Paul Lamar Hunter. Now, Paul is the 19th of 21 children from the same mother. He gonna come, we're gonna do it, either over Skype, it might be Skype over Zoom, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a visual with it. He wanna do a visual, I think I wanna do a visual, so, like I said, he's the 19th child of 21 children, right, all from the same mother. He's the first to graduate college. He got a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. And, he's already been on a handful of platforms. His most notable being, he was on Face the Truth, a show produced by Dr. Phil and hosted by Vivica Fox. So I'm really interested to get him in. We're in the scheduling phase right now. We just scheduling a date that works for both of us, and that's gonna be coming soon. I think that's gonna be a decent interview. He said he got some things that he can offer to the community. So and it's a little drama in his story too. So we definitely gonna rap with him and see what the hell he talking about. Also coming up sooner than that, we got Walt Daniels of True Road Clothing, coming in. This is a guy I went to high school with, but he got his own clothing line now. He doing his thing. He gonna come in, he gonna rap with us, let us know what he got going on the clothes side. But he also got, some surprise news he might talk about. He might do, a little reveal on his new shoe he got dropping at the beginning of next year in January. So that's something else you might want to be looking out for if you're interested in clothes. If you know somebody with their own clothing line as well, somebody on the up and rise, get in contact with me so I can bring them in here and we can see what they got going on and use this platform to get their shit, get their stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? We about networking, you know what I'm saying, and helping each other out here at the No Cap Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Also another thing we got coming up just under the SaloHommieMoe presents umbrella. I'm gonna be producing a all new podcast called I Got One Thing to Say, and it's hosted by Puffs. You might have heard Puffs on the previous podcast on mine titled previous No Cap podcast titled what was the title of that podcast? Do Women Require More Than They Provide? And featuring LA Bills and Puffs. So I Got One Thing to Say is gonna be her podcast, produced by me and co-hosted by me. So also be on the lookout for that. We got one episode recorded. We're in the process of just getting the X and O's and crossing the T's and down the I's, and that's gonna be dropping real soon. So that's something else I want you guys to be on the lookout for. When that drop, make sure you do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. No, don't do it. You ain't gonna do that. Share shit, but just definitely subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. That's all I ask, man. But now that all that shit out the way, I know I usually always be like, I'm gonna say all that shit for the end. Sometimes I don't even do that shit cause, you know, I need to work on my script writing and being a little bit more, I gotta tighten it up, as we say, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from. So let's get right to it, man. The bad news bears, man. Plain and simple, man. The Chicago Bears is trash, dookie, fire everybody, period. I mean, first of all, they thought Mitch Trubisky was gonna be the white Cam Newton, and he's not. Mitch Trubisky is Tim Tebow 2.0. Plain and simple. The whole draft was a disaster. In that draft, we moved up to get Mitch. And with them moving up, we had to pass Deshaun Watson, who had just won the NCAA championship. And we passed up Patrick Mahomes, who is now a Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs and looking like he's on his way to being a multiple-time Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he could have been a Chicago Bear. Deshaun Watson right now, he doing his thing right now in the league too. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing, and he also could have been a Chicago Bear, but you know, that's all in the Bears front office for you, man. You can't blame nobody but the Bears front office for that, and that's because they old and they need to get with the times, plain and simple. It's like they scared to take a leap. Like basically football is evolving. Just like how basketball is evolving to a positionless sport, football is evolving into the black mobile quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying white people aren't mobile, but come on, we don't even have to get into that, but you know what I'm saying. So basically, I felt like the Bears got Mitch because they felt like they thought they was getting with the error with thinking like Mitch was the black Cam Newton basically. And Oh, yeah. I mean, he got drafted, so you can say he got potential, but I honestly feel like the Bears are afraid to touch a black QB because we could have been in a way better situation, in a way better position that we're in now. Just for the simple fact of the free agents that were just available before the season started. Before the season started, Cam Newton, Teddy Bridgewater, and Jameis Winston was available in free agency. And we gave Nick Foles some money. Cam Newton, Teddy Bridgewater, and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston's, although he just threw for 30 interceptions, he always also threw for 30 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. 30 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. And we got Nick Foles. And I blame them 30 picks on no risk and no biscuit. So, I mean, like I said, even Cam, that's where I wanted Teddy to be. I mean, that's where I wanted Mitch to be. So it's like, y'all could have used him, even if y'all got him because he only had to give him the vet minimum. Even if y'all got him as a backup, as a good tutor, you know what I'm saying, for Mitch. Teddy Bridgewater, even though he's not going to throw the ball down the field, he's not going to throw it to the other team neither. So, like I said, I felt like it was way better options that we had to back up Mitch this offseason than Nick Foles. I feel like people are living off his history instead of his current ability. So, you know, he's been, you know what I'm saying, it's been a few years since that Super Bowl run. So I feel like people are just giving him that and not necessarily what he's worth. Especially the Bears, because it was way better options than that. And like I said, we moved up to get Mitch, passed on Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. Deshaun Watson doing his thing right now, even though the Texans is in somewhat of a disarray, he's still balling. He's still balling. And I mean, Patrick Mahomes, if you don't know what Patrick Mahomes doing, then I don't even know why you listen to this podcast. Well, I don't even know why you listen to this episode of this podcast. Until the Bears get with the times, it's gonna be more of the same thing, man. Expecting more of the same thing. Until the Bears get with the fucking times, expect more of the same thing. We need somebody mold back there. This Chicago, man. We need somebody with some swag. We need somebody with a little edge to them, man. The defense is above average, but it's being wasted with bad front office and coaching decisions, period. Like, we got the best thing the Bears did was sign Khalil Mack, and we wasting his prime, plain and simple. Wasting his prime, just like they wasted Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs' prime. But, you know, I digress. Like I said, this is Chicago. We need players and coaches with a little edge, a little swag to them. Like, and I'm not like, don't think it's like what I mentioned about the black quarterback. Like, this not even a race thing. It's like the swag and edge, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I like Rex Ryan as a Chicago head coach. Like, whatever you gotta pay him, you gotta get him out the broadcast booth, give it to him. We need somebody like that because the defense already has above average potential. And we just need somebody to lock it down, some swag at the quarterback position, and a coach that's well respected. Like, the city's well respected. Like I said, the best thing the Bears did was lock up Khalil Mack, but I'm afraid that his prime is being wasted with this mediocre coaching play and mediocre quarterback play. So, I don't know. Maybe they take my advice and blow it all up. But we'll see. I don't think they will, but they should. But, you know, the decisions is all made at the top, so we'll see. But speaking of what's going on currently with the bad news Bears, the Bears have lost their last 5 games. The Packers just dubbed their ass 41-25, but that's normal. The Packers always dubbing us. I mean, when I see, since Aaron Rodgers took over the Packers, it's like it's a guaranteed loss no matter what. I don't give a fuck what's going on with the Bears. I don't give a fuck what's going on with the Packers. If the Bears is playing the Packers, Aaron Rodgers is going to throw 3 touchdowns and 300 yards plus with 100 and something plus quarterback rating. Rain, sleet, or snow. Now, with us already, we gotta play Aaron Rodgers twice for the season over. That's like, in my eyes, two guaranteed losses. You know what I'm saying? It's like, in my opinion, I think Mitch is the best quarterback to start considering the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like he the best quarterback to start considering the circumstances just because he's mobile and the offensive line play is less than mediocre. So it's like you putting him in there so he can get out of danger, because Nick Foles can be a statue, but you put him in a game and you still throw the ball 46 times. He got 3 rushes for 10 yards. What the fuck? You could have left Nick Foles in the game if you was gonna do that. Nick Foles probably would have had a better game if he was gonna have to throw the ball 46 times. Mitch only rushed the ball for 3 times for 10 yards. Like, what the? Like, I used to like Matt Nagy, but it's like, at this point, I don't know what the fuck he got going on or what the fuck he doing. Or like, is he trying to lose the job? Is he trying to get the Browns job? It's like, I don't know. Is he trying to get up out of there? But like I said, I thought they put him in there for his mobility. They put him in there and they say he mobile, he say all that, but they never run no specific run plays for him. Like, I don't understand it. But the only way I think, and I was like, Mitch, he could have some success in the NFL, but the Bears taking the whole wrong approach to his development. Like, the Bears should have had a Baltimore and Arizona approach with the whole thing, built the whole offense around him. Whatever the fuck you do best, he mobile, short pass accuracy on point, deep ball pass suspect, build the whole offense around him. That's the best thing with a quarterback like that. That's the best thing you can do to have some success, instead of trying to fit a square into a round cube. And that's another reason why the Bears keep fucking up, and I don't see any success in their future unless they blow the whole thing up. But I can't expect them to blow the whole thing up, because I feel like this is the same thing they've been doing. So even with the Cal Orton in the Rex Grossman days, like, bomb ass defense, but mediocre quarterback play. Like, I expected way more from Matt Nagy, just being as though he came from that Andy Reid tree and was a part of that development in Patrick Mahomes. But it's like he came to the Bears and he realized he made the wrong pick in Trubisky, and it's been like he's trying to get fired from there. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to move on, but he don't want to quit. Cause I mean, David Montgomery, Jimmy Graham, and Allen Robinson aren't mediocre pieces. They're above average pieces. They're something you can work with, especially in the NFC North, when the only thing you got is the Packers in your way. So it's like Aaron Rodgers just patched the Bears up as usual, and it's like they fear Aaron Rodgers, like they fear Brett Favre, like they fear Adrian Peterson. It's like, no matter what the fuck going on, rain, sleet, or snow, whoever playing, if Aaron Rodgers playing, it's a dub. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. And the Bears got way more attention to that, especially on the defensive end. We could lock it up if we just make smart coaching decisions, smart front office decision, and smart quarterback play. That's all we need, and we gone. But, you know, I don't run the Bears. I just talk about them. So, with that being said, we got 4 regular season games left. Home against the Lions and the Texans. Now, I got the Lions as a toss-up game. I'm going to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? May the best man win. I don't got no faith in the Bears, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions won. And Deshaun Watson is balling right now, so I expect him to show the Bears why they should have drafted him instead of Mr. Trubisky. Followed by 2 away games at Minnesota and Jacksonville. I'm going to say Minnesota, that's a L. I expect Dalvin Cook to run up and down the Bears like the Flash in the comic book. Just before being the simple fact is late in the season, the Bears defense is already tired. Dalvin Cook is a baller, so I expect him to ball on the Bears. I get the Bears to Jacksonville game. And they finish at home against the Packers, so you already know what I think about that. Finishing at home against the Packers, you at home, I don't give a fuck where it's at. No fans in the stands, COVID-19, whatever the fuck. As long as Brett Favre playing, that's a loss. So, they gonna pretty much finish the season with a losing record. In conclusion, man, the Bears simply need to blow the whole fucking thing up. From the front office down to the backup quarterback. Blow everything up. Because you're above average and everything else. You blow everything up and put some real time and try to move forward with the time and all these other positions that I just talked about. And we will have a chance. The NFC North is really up for grabs right now. Aaron Rodgers, he balling, but their team is mediocre. If we had some above average quarterback play, the Bears would be in the conversation. They would have been in the conversation for years, for the previous few years and for the next couple of years to come. But until we have some innovation in the front office and some innovation at the coaching position, which I thought Nagy was supposed to bring, it's gonna be more the same for the next few years, man. So buckle up, man. Like I said, I don't see myself personally rooting for the Bears until they do that, until they blow it up, just because I feel like you need to move on with the times. Get some black and brown faces up there, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, move on with the times. But this has been a No Cap podcast. Bad News Bears. Why the Chicago Bears suck. I'm your host, SaloHommieMoe. Thank you for listening. Hey, like I said at the top of the show, make sure you like and subscribe wherever you listen to this podcast. I'm available on all major platforms or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you for listening. In a minute.
She even like designer James. And all I wanted was you to show you that I'm meant for you. Man for you. Yeah. See, that's my baby. I swear that it's my other half. We've been together 10 years. You can do the math. And through the bullshits and trials and tribulations. On bad terms, we still carry relations. That's my baby, yeah. And I know the haters envy us. Why? Because you're bougie and you keep it up. Yeah. And she into all that freaky stuff. I tell her bend it over, then she shake it, then she spread it up. Yeah. She know I'm hungry, so I eat it up. Yeah. And then she feed me till I had enough. Damn. That's my girl, and I'm gon' tell it to the whole wide world. Yeah, know how you rockin', so I'm rockin' harder. Yeah, I keep a Glockin' and she like revolvers. Yeah, I got a problem, fuck around and call her. See, that's my baby, that's my baby, that's my baby. Yeah, she say she worth everything. Yeah, I even went and bought her wedding ring. Yeah, she's accustomed to the finer things. I know what type of wine she drinks. She even like designer jeans. And all I wanted was you to show you that I'm meant for you. Man for you. Yeah. Look, how could it be? You and me were meant to be together forever, but that will make eternity. You was the bunny to my cloud, always been my side. If I do a hit, you was down to ride through the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. No matter what the case, girl, you still stuck around. So what's the problem now? Yeah, I did a little bit. You turned your back on me like a nigga wasn't shit. It's all over now, cause a nigga on his way. It's been a long time coming and I'm coming home to stay. Look me in my eyes, baby, tell me what you see like. Is it me, or could it be someone else? Like, could it be someone else? Yeah. She say she worth everything. Yeah, I even went and bought her wedding ring. Yeah, she's accustomed to the finer things. I know what type of wine she drinks. She even like designer jeans. And all I wanted was you to show you that I'm meant for you. Man for you. Yeah.